Welcome to Smashing Plastic. My name is Sean and Richard's there holding the camera. This month we're excited about Neuroshima. We're going through all the different games in the Portal games line that have to do with Neuroshima, and Neuroshima Hex being my personal favorite. We also wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of all the different armies. There's so many armies in Neuroshima Hex. So a quick, choppy little rundown of what each army does, what they bring to the table, and how they work together so they can win.
The first army we're going to talk about is the Borgo. Now, these guys are big radioactive mutants crawling across the landscape after the post-apocalyptic radioactive fallout that's happened in Neuroshima Hex. Now, what their base does is adds initiative to the units that are sitting around the outside. And the reason why that is good is because these guys are great at getting in fast and hitting hard. And you can tell that by some of their character units. For example, this big guy here, he's got some great melee attacks and he's also got a lot of defense. One of the other great character units in this army is this guy here. What he does, if you can get up against a base, it is fantastic because he can chuck a net on it so they can't attack you back and then nails them 3 times. This army also has a lot of attack actions, so you can get in there and force the attack to happen within the game. They all have great initiative and act really quickly, and the modules for this army add a lot of attacks and also add a lot of initiative.
Next up is the Outpost. The Outpost is like the last bastion of humanity. They're the last, active army that's out kicking ass trying to save, well, not much really, just trying to fight against the Moloch. Now, this army, they've got heaps of actions, tons of actions, and like 6 of them are these movement things. More than 6, there's probably 7 of these things are movement. So the army's really good at moving around and repositioning and putting themselves where they need to be. The base's special ability is it can go, any unit that's adjacent to it gets another action on the next initiative round. So if you got a guy that goes on initiative 3, he shoots again on initiative 2, that kind of thing. Now, signature units for this army is probably this guy first. To show some of their mobility and their hit and run kind of tactics, this module, what it does is it steals the effects of other modules. So you can go in, steal the effect of that medic, steal the effect of that whatever. The second one I think is this guy. Now, they got something like 3 or 4 of these guys, 5 of these guys. They're initiative 3 and they got a ranged attack. What makes them so good, especially when they're attached to the base, is they can snipe people. That high initiative means they can pick a guy off, and then the next round they're going to pick another guy off. The third unit in the army that I think is a really high signature unit is this guy. Now he's got 2 melee attacks and 1 ranged attack, and he goes on initiative 3 and initiative 2, and he's got a built-in action that lets him move, so he can move on his own. What makes him so great is that you put him next to the base and he's going to deal out 6 melee attacks. He's going to hammer another base and try to end things up for your army and get that win.
Now, the last one we're going to talk about is Hedge Money. Now, this is an area or a district within Neuroshima, and these guys are a crime syndicate. They're badasses like Mad Max are getting around. Now, what their base does is it gives additions to melee attacks. Now, a good tactic with this is to get them right up close to the enemy base, so then you can, when you put your army out, then they can do a lot of consecutive attacks against the enemy base. So what's indicative of that is one of the characters here. So this guy, I am the Lord of the Wasteland, just like out of Mad Max. This guy is a monster. He can do some wicked melee attacks, so he's good to get nice and close. Now, these guys here, you also get to choose from 3 net throwing guys, which is good to pin down your enemy. And the other thing with the Hedge Money is that they can be versatile. So this guy here has got a ranged attack and a melee attack, and he acts on initiative 3, which gets him going early in the fight. As far as their module goes, they get a lot of additions to melee attacks, and with their actions, they get a mixed bag. So again, it adds to the versatility. But generally, the main tactic with these guys is just to Hulk smash, get in there and pound them to death.
Thanks for watching Smashing Plastic. I hope you enjoyed it. Look, we're obviously super nuts for Neuroshima Hex. We hope you are too.
Super nuts.
Super nuts. Look, if you want to have the stick and move tactics of the Outpost, the kill 'em quick tactics of the Borgo, or the Hulk smash of the Hedge Money, I mean, you're lucky these 3 guys come in the base set.
If you stick around and watch the next excited video, we're going to do another 3 armies of Neuroshima Hex. If you want to contact us, I'm at AxeKickerKelly on Twitter, and this guy here is...
I'm at Smashing Plastic. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you want to catch our next video.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
See you.